Okay, this is... Okay, here. Okay. Okay, here. Oh damn, wait, the delay is bad. Okay. Okay, here. The delay is pretty bad, actually. Okay, you know, that's fine. Okay, we should be... I don't think anybody's watching this right now. If you are, put something in chat, I guess, but... Okay. But this should be public though, right? Like, I think this is public to everyone. Oh, I need to go to... Oh, shit. Oh, it's unlisted right now. I see. Oh, it is unlisted. Okay. That's good. Is it? Wait, is anyone there? Can people see me? Visually unlisted? Okay, we'll go public. Right now. Okay, we should be live now. We'll see if anyone pops in, but... Oh, hey Brandon. Nice to see you. I'm just testing the stream right now, because I should be doing it tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. PST, but it's nice to see you. Yeah, just making sure everything's all set up properly. Like, I've got my avatar. Oh, hey Lamcrow. Yeah, my guy in the corner. We've got the okay, chat's not set up. That's the important one. I need to remember to do that. Yeah, it's good to... I think I'm gonna start doing... Oh, hey Frost. Nice to see you pop in. I'm just testing stuff right now. But yeah, I figured that streaming would be a good way, just casually, to like get to know my viewers more and stuff. What time would the stream be tomorrow? About this time. Like, for me right now it's 12:30, but it would be 12. Hi Luke. Hi Kono. It's nice to see you again. Yeah, this is completely testing right now, but tomorrow tune in at this time. So I need to... You guys can help me figure, or like help me make sure this all works. I just need to get the chat set up. We can make that time, just as long as it doesn't interfere. Took your idea. I mean, it's not just your idea. I think it's I thought it was cool anyways. What is... oh yeah, I'm gonna be streaming with Pongo and MS Paint Ralse tomorrow, so you did suggest it. You did, and I appreciate that, because you gave me some good ideas. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are subscribed to Pongo City at all, but yeah, we'll be streaming tomorrow at this time on my channel. Here, I need to look at the chat thing still. Properties. Oh, I see. Here, let me get... Where is the link to it? Oh. Ah. There we go. Now, chat should be... I need to like adjust this a whole bunch. It's not big enough, but... You cooked with your Meat Factory videos, they were very good. Haha, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I think I worked pretty hard on those. I kind of want to talk more about the Meat Factory, but I've made so many videos on it already that it's like, what's even the point now? Okay, this chat's kind of too small, but I don't want it to take up too much space, so we'll just do like, here, like we can pull up a Deltarune or something instead. Low key, just to make sure it all looks good. Here, wait, we can put on... Okay, that's not too bad. I think, like, is this a good amount for the screen to be taking up? Like, I think this is pretty good. And then if we, like... How's the volume, by the way? Is it too loud, or... Can you hear me and the game? Both pretty well. Audio's good too? Sweet. I'm actually gonna tune it down a bit just for my own sake, but... Low-key, let's just start a new run right now, honestly. Let me just close my door. I should probably rename the stream to Deltarune stream then really quick. Just give me a moment. What should I entitle this actually? Like working on... I want to do this as like my... This would probably be my aborted Weird About save file with like all the like the messed up choices. Like just all the weird ones, you know? Wait, I need to get chat back up. Only suggestion is moving the game to the right a bit so you can see more of it. I could do that. Go to Connect Coffees in time? Yeah, we should, totally. Have y'all ever played Endicopia? I've not. You should tell me about it though. I don't have a thumbnail for this, but I could just do like just do one of the thumbnails to one of my other videos. No, oh, I probably have something in backgrounds I could use. Yeah, sure, that's good enough as a placeholder. Okay, here we can actually get started. You said move the game to the right a bit. Oh, we could do this. Bang. Bang. I think that's great. I could flip-flop this some more, actually. think that's pretty good, right? Does that work? Yeah, I don't know about you guys. I think it looks pretty good though. That does look a lot better. Sweet. Okay, let's just start. My goal here is to make like the most like crack save file of all time, and also be my avoided weird route save. So I should probably just do all like my least favorite options. Looks pretty well. They want to scale the chat, so take us. I could do that. Low key. Can I make it so it'll like scale properly, like with the text? Do you know what I mean? Like the text will go shorter and then I don't know if I can do that. I don't know much about streaming at all, but make them ugly, I will make them very ugly. Here, wait, which shirt should I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like that's all good, Kono. You don't do screen shares, you don't know. I might turn it off. Like, it's not super necessary, I feel like, but why does chapter 1 have such a high reading the player? Oh, do you mean like there's a lot of dialogue? Here, I'm gonna choose. I don't like the sleeves on this one. I'm gonna go second one. These legs are like all the same too, but this is your body. In the past of just a screen capture being, yeah. If you ever make clips from stream that involve your chat, it might be handy. That is true. Thank you, that is good to know. I feel like cold has to be the way to go, right? Because like weird route and stuff. The background isn't transparent if you do that. Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm rocking with this, but if it's annoying, I can get rid of it. Do you guys want me to turn off the chat there? Is it blocking too much? I feel like it might be blocking a lot, actually. But I can't, like, scale it properly, so it either just stays all, like, so weird, you know? Does it disturb you to know about others? I could do that. No, yeah. It is now, it blocks. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna just turn it off for now, I think. Yeah. Fear and Hunger PTSD hits. I have not played Fear and Hunger, but it's one of those games that I've been like thinking about, you know. To experiment off stream. Yeah, I will be doing that. I also need to make a thumbnail. Green Gaster. Heard of it? Yeah, I've heard of it, but not all too much. Do you feel about your creation? Disgust. Think it looks better? Hope you get it working later. Yeah, thank you. I think it'll be good. It's not gonna be the end of the world, if not. Oh, there's... You wish you never knew it existed. I know it's like pretty messed up, Fear and Hunger. so I know it's a different save. Okay. So for the first, I guess like choice in this game, do we go for like aggressive pacifist? Because my normal route save file is just obviously like recruit everyone, and then my weird route playthrough is I just am violent to everything and I don't get any recruits. For this one, because I feel like the avoided weird route might want recruits later on, so I could do, say, just attack. Yeah, I could. I'm thinking, I'm just not sure if the avoided save file wants to have recruits later on, you know what I mean? Oh, hello. Hi there, my friend. I'm making a Turkish video about the meat factory theory. Would it be a problem if you use information from meat factory videos? Not at all. I think if there's something interesting from my video that you wanted to use in your video, then go ahead. Just I would hope that you would credit me in the description for, like, if you use if you use any like direct footage from my videos or like direct talking points, then yeah, just please credit me or something. But other than that, I think that's all good. I'm glad you liked my video enough to like make your own follow-up though. Appreciate that. I'll check that out myself. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but the coupon in here is different depending on the save file, so I always thought that was interesting. Scale of 1 to 10. If I were to tell you haven't played Undertale, how disappointed would you be? I mean, honestly, in this day and age, not that disappointed. Like, a lot of Deltarune fans low-key haven't played Undertale. I feel like it's worth getting the recruits if you're avoiding, since you only miss some of the chapter 2 ones. Yeah, that's true. Here, what I'll do is probably do, like, I think to make this more fun, I'll try to spare them with pacifying and then deal damage to make them tired. Because it's just more engaging that way, I find, than like doing it all with acts. Also gives me a reason to get good weapons. Currently, video in the works, by the way, working on a video about Deltarune's battle system with your very own Alarm Pro plays, so look out for that. Now, I'm not going to show a clip from your video, but since I'll be using information, my conscience would bother me if you didn't mention me in the description. Thanks so much! I really appreciate that, that you're doing that, yeah. And I'll be sure to check it out. I find it kind of weird how the full version of Deltarune doesn't open up with "this game is recommended for people who finished Undertale." Yeah, that's true. It's like, it's not directly related to Undertale, but it's definitely a, you wouldn't even call it a spin-off. It's like, it's a parallel game, right? A parallel series. I hope you don't mind that I'm not going to be talking to like every NPC in existence, because I've done that a million times, but... Okay, wait. Temmie Eggman theory, by the way. What do we think of this? What do we think of Temmie Eggman? Enjoy the stream? Thank you. Did I lose my pencil? Sword route feels like Undertale's genocide route. I know what you mean, because the Mantle game is like kind of referencing Undertale's genocide route itself. To be honest, seeing Hometown side by side with the background is cool. I'm pretty proud of the background I did here. Oh no, you're fine. We were just choosing partners for the next group project, and Susie, you with Chris. Hey, I don't mind. Has anyone seen the chalk? This is the third time it's gone missing, and you all know I can't start class without some. I never really, for chapter 1 and 2, I know the light world segments were super short, but I always find them kind of boring to get through. I'm not sure exactly how this will tie into the story, but I feel like, yeah, Kona says, imagine if that pairing never happened. That's the thing, because, like, what if Susie didn't show up late? Or what if Susie, like, didn't get asked to get chalk? What if Noelle did it, right? I've heard some theories that it was supposed to be Chris and Noelle that went in, and they were supposed to, like, start the weird route early. Which, if I find enough evidence for that, I might make a theory, but it's more of just, like, an idea. Oh, little question. How many of you who watched the, recent, like, the latest Meat Factory video, how many of you went to the, found footage secret video? Because I'm not sure if I want to make the found footage series more popular or not. I kind of miss Violent Susie. Luke Bluster. Okay, so you guys didn't find the secret video. Okay, that's good to know. I encourage you to go look for that. It's not too hard to find, but because out of like 15,000 views on that video, only 150 went to the secret, so the found footage. Yeah, wait, Lime, did you ever see Lime, did you ever see the found footage video? I don't know if I shared it, but I shared it with Shabanka and Pongo and a few others. Hope you guys don't hear those police sirens in the background. Is it me, or is it really dark in there, and is it really light out here? I saw something creepy. You sent a note halfway in. If you meant oh yeah, that's not what I mean. I have... Here, I'll send it to you in a little bit. It's funny because you still watch your videos when you can. I think, like, my videos aren't that, I guess the Meat Factory theories are pretty lore heavy, but other than that, I'm mostly doing analysis, so you don't need to be super, like, big on lore crafting. For my videos, who shut the door and locked it? That's another thing I wonder. It's like Carol Holiday. I don't know. Just have zero context. Go play more of the games that are selling, you know? I mean, whenever you get time, obviously. Okay. Probably whoever the knight is. Yeah, I'd assume so. What if Valse is the secret enemy? I have a pretty good theory for Valse being the final boss of the weird route, with Megalovania as the... I should do a video on this too. I have so many minor ideas. I could turn them into shorts too, but it's like Valse and Megalovania will be the weird route final boss, or maybe the avoided weird route final boss. Valse boss fight theory still lives, and yeah. Thoughts on the Purple Cliff area? This spot's so boring. I don't know about you guys. I think this part of the game is like, I don't know. I like chapter 1, but considering it's like a tutorial chapter and all, it's pretty like there's not a lot going on in it. Susie's character development happens really fast, and most of the most of the locations aren't all that interesting. I like Jevil though. Jevil's a lot of fun. Doesn't help that Ralsei is Asriel. Yeah. Ralsei and Asriel are like clearly I mean they're not the same. They have a lot of differences, but like their names are the same. I think, yeah, I don't know. I think the avoided weird route with chapter 5 just adds so much more potential for all these theories, because for a long time now, like myself and other people have been thinking like this would make sense for the themes of the weird route, but how would this fit with the story, right? But having a third route that follows the weird route but also like doesn't just send them right to the lake actually opens up a lot of chances for more theories. So I need to make a video about, probably be about Ralsei final boss, I guess, and just like tying that to all my ideas on, oh my god, on chapter 5's avoided thingy. I've been thinking I want to do more psychology videos. Like I've done a video on I obviously did my Chris OCD video, which did quite well, but the no hits dead reset the run. I might have to. I appreciate that if you skip all the text you can get through pretty fast on other playthroughs. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be like doing a lot of dialogue here, just because I don't really want to sit down with it. No randomizer hard mode stream. I could run that. I was gonna do a multiplayer stream with some other people, but I could also do like, I could run randomizer some other time. Gotta listen to the prophecy. I ignored it on my weird route one, but I'll listen to it. Gives me a chance to like look away from my screen a bit. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I want to do more psychology content because I haven't done that in a while. And my Chris OCD video did really well, but I don't actually know exactly what to talk about when it comes to the psychology stuff. Do Blocktail's idea? You mentioned, I think I read. Here, let me check it again. I know you mentioned something about Blocktails. Because I'm gonna be streaming, yeah, go check out Pongo City and MS Paint Ralsei's channels, because we're gonna be playing Blocktails and some other games tomorrow. Yeah, I didn't even mention what we're playing. It's Blocktails and some other stuff. Let's see. Oh yeah, how cool would it be if someone played Blocktails with only the hard mode card and nothing else? Is this John Vessel? That's me. I'm John Vessel. Wait, you mentioned, yeah, the Blocktails thingy thing. I could do that. That would be a really hard challenge run. I could do it for when I stream tomorrow with Pongo. I could like just put on one card, but to be honest, that would be like a pretty hard build to run. Channel rebrand for John Vessel. That's basically what I did already. Like the art and the amount of Meat Factory videos I do, and the art is I'm basically just the Vessel channel, except for Half-Breed Chaos, but Half-Breed Chaos is too big for me. What exactly is Blocktails? It's a Paper Mario and Earthbound in styled Roblox game. Like it's an RPG multiplayer. Think of Remote Rune, but it's Paper Mario instead. And there's a storyline to follow. But I started it with Pongo and MSP last night just to get them through the tutorial segment. But is this normal Deltarune or modded? Right now I'm just playing normal Deltarune. Yeah, if you saw my last video of the Remote Rune, I'm not playing that right now. I can't really play that right now. But, which that video, the short form video did really well, but then the long form video flopped like crazy, so I don't know what was up with that, but I guess the long form video was not really suited for long form, but yeah, Lime, you should hop on, I guess you're streaming tomorrow too, but you should totally join up for Block Tales tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna attack Lancer. Yeah, I've got a few, I'm thinking of like the different projects I have in the works right now. I want to do something psychology related. I want to do that, like battle system video. How did I get hit by that? And then probably talking about like the avoided move out and how it relates to, which is like how it'll end. Because I really do think the avoided weird bout opens up another chance for Valsay final boss. Because I like said some crack theory in my Meat Factory video about how Valsay would show up in the depths and the two timelines would converge or something. It's kind of a crazy theory, but I think with the avoided route, it'll make more sense for Valsay to appear as like a final boss, and for Megalovania to play too, because it has a pretty consistent theme of being like in Undertale and in the Earthbound Halloween hack, Megalovania is used as like a last stand against the evil player from a unlikely enemy. So I think that Valsay fits that criteria better than Susie does actually. Wish you could participate. If you want to come on stream sometime, like I know you have a channel too, so we could do something. I'd be totally down for that. I need to actually be chatting it. I'll be available to watch since I streamed earlier. It's 9 hours before. Okay, yeah, you're good then. I feel like a Valsay boss was either a training fight or a final boss. I'm feeling. Wait, Valsay fight right now? What are we talking about? This is the Valsay final boss. No, yeah, I think I have so many ideas. Like, I have a whole list of video ideas I want to make, but I'm not sure what I want to do for all of them. Like, I could turn some of them into long form. We'll make do it on Monday. Actually, that Valsay boss could make sense. Because with Sans, yeah, nobody expects to fight Sans, right? But I think it's the same kind of thing with Valsay. And they both have, I talked about it a long time ago in a video, but Sans and Valsay have a lot of interesting parallels. Like, they're player friendly, they're meta aware, they both hide their hands behind their back. There's a whole bunch of other ones that I haven't really, I can't think of on the top of my head, but me making my video on whether we fight members of the Fun Gang and getting the response we already did. Okay, yeah, look, we fought Valsay already, and we fight Susie in Chapter 1, and we fight Weirdly. How many times can you hug him? I think he eventually just stops saying stuff, right? Yeah, okay. Sweet. All the characters who get Megalovania are meta-aware and time travel aware. Exactly. I think Susie just doesn't fit that criteria well enough. She's not unexpected enough, I think. And I also think that, like, she's the most naive person in the entire game, and I don't think that she doesn't really fit, like, the Sans or Dr. Andonut's criteria, if that makes any sense. Even going back as far as Earthbound Halloween hack. Yeah, exactly. Like, Dr. Andonut and Sans feel pretty similar in the same way that Valsay would too, I think. Especially Andonut and Valsay, actually. They're both, like, super passive and kind of perceived as weak. Saw someone theorize it could be weird about Noelle who gets it. I mean, could it? It could be used twice, but I honestly don't really like really agree with that too much. Oh, I forgot that I want to attack and pacify, but whatever. As long as I get recruits. Sadly, you gotta go to your class. Alright, well, see you, Kono. It's nice talking to you again. We should do something sometime. Like, do a little stream or something, you know? Block games or something. Wait, you can skip him. Nah, whatever, I don't want to do that. How did I miss both of those? Okay. Oh wait, okay, you know what, whatever. It's hard actually, it's hard doing the, like, to tire them. Oh, he is tired already, I see it. I don't know if you said it in your video, because I haven't watched it, but it would make sense that we can finally play as the vessel after Chris drowned. Are you gonna get Star Walker? I am gonna get Star Walker. I have to. I can't get all the eggs in a boarded route route, so there's no point, but I will get Star Walker and all the Shadow Crystals. I haven't played the route route yet. I agree with you, and I do mention it in my video actually, that playable vessel makes even more sense now, with like Chris drowning and going to the depths and everything. That was a pretty big part of my Meat Factory follow-up. Sorry. And I feel like there's more to talk about with it, but I don't want to milk it too hard, you know what I mean? See, I keep accidentally killing them. I need to, like, not do that. Maybe I should just normally spare them or something. But yeah, a video on the battle system, a video about the avoided route route, and Valve's final boss. Are definitely in order, and then another psychology video I'd like to do. Because yeah, I'm not sure, like, this save file is so strange, one might even call it weird. Yeah, I'm doing a avoided route route with like all of the stupidest choices I can. Because what if Gaster finds you with his ship? I got so many comments on the Meat Factory videos about like, dude, hometown NPC is gonna slime you out. Like, hometown butcher is gonna get you. Honestly, probably. I made some, like, I'm pretty proud of that theory. And I keep missing every critical ball. It's kind of embarrassing. To be honest, yeah. I want to do another psych video, because that's just like kind of what I'm interested in, but like, do you guys have any ideas for who I could do an analysis of again? Because I did one of Noelle, but like everyone knows Noelle has like PTSD and stuff. Like, that's why it didn't get a lot of views, because it's not really anything interesting to say that Noelle is like traumatized, because it's pretty clear, especially in the route route. So I could do one on Susie, I guess, and like a follow-up to the video I have I'm working on right now, like a I could follow up to my next video, which comes out pretty soon, on Susie's like escapist tendencies and how they really show in the latest chapter. King giving Lancer a dinner with 3 glasses of milk. I wonder how he even knows like what milk is. You know what I mean? Like, how do these darkeners know stuff? I guess milk would have had to have been in the closet then, right? Oh, wait, I can't do it yet. Talk about Susie and how everything she does is very smart and cool. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, my next video comes out probably like honestly, next video might be out tomorrow even. But it's about Chapter 5's ending and how Susie's making some mistakes, and like everyone knows that Chris is a very clear how would you say it? Like Chris shows a lot of escapist tendencies, but Susie is also doing that like even more, and it's getting pretty clear. So I might, after that video, I might even follow up and do a more like psych focused one, because honestly I don't even know, like I could do another Noelle video, but unless I make the title and everything sound really interesting, I don't know if it's really that gonna get that many views. Let's talk to Sean. Do we need to do any of this for... No, just when we find the prisoner. Something I wonder about when it comes to Deltarune is how these different like items, like how come items in Dark Worlds cost increasingly more depending on the chapter, right? Like if we assume that these Dark Worlds are all just kind of created randomly, how come they follow a game progression system of like how much they each like items cost and whatnot? You know what I mean? Oh, apologies for the police sirens in the background. Not that I should be apologizing for that. That would be concerning, but... Dude, when I first played Deltarune, when I was in like 4th grade, so that was when it like first came out, but when I first played this game and I saw Susie and I saw this scene, dude, I thought this was so tough. I wanted to be Susie so bad. Toby probably didn't think about it too much. Yeah, that's true, but I think it's interesting from a lore perspective on why. Maybe it's like the newer the Dark World, the more stuff costs. No, that doesn't really make sense. Normal NPC getting chased by the police in the background. Yeah, I'm just living here in hometown. That's why I'm the vessel. I'm streaming from the bunker right now. Wanna be tough like guys like you really piss. Have you seen the Deltarune be painted from a long time ago? That was like the funniest thing I'd ever seen at that time. It's still so funny, to be honest. What do we do with these guys? I don't even care, let's just attack them. Kind of not really. I thought that was so funny back in the day. Okay. I didn't realize on my first playthrough that this was, or like even on my second, that this was a rules card puzzle. I based my personality in real life for like the longest time just off of Susie. Or like other characters too that were like edgy and mean, but Susie for sure. That was peak humor back then. Yeah, dude, I love the repainted. It was so funny. Like, what was that? Like, I just love how everything was a JoJo reference. Like everything. Wait, here, what is it? It's like this, right? Wait, no, it's not. It starts with diamonds, then it's hearts. No? Really? Wait, okay. It starts with diamonds, right? Or is it start with hearts? Lampo, do you remember? Diamond, heart, club, spade, thank you. Okay. Wait, that's what I put the first time. Diamond, heart. Oh, I see it. There we go, thank you. first played, we thought Birdly was super cool. That's valid. I think a lot of people don't like Birdly, but I really like his character. I think he's like, I mean, he's definitely fun to, what do you call it? He's definitely like a fun character, but so I'm being so inconsistent with how I treat my enemies, but whatever. I think that's part of the fun of it. I'm pretty much just going off vibes. There's nothing wrong with him, he's just annoying. Exactly. I think he's like... He's definitely one of my favorite characters, and I'm pretty upset that he got 0 screen time in the festival. Like, I think with the phone call, right? In Chapter 4's Light World, when Noelle gets that phone call and you can, like, talk to him on the phone and everything, I think everyone is expecting to be able to take him to the festival. But he just got completely sidelined. You know, I think it's Toby Fox's way of saying, like, yeah, Birdly isn't actually going to be important to the story, because a lot of people thought he was, but I mean, it just sucks because he had such a big role in Chapter 2, and we thought that him and Noelle were all going to be like playable party members, but clearly that's not the case. You should have been able to get the secret Birdly date if you picked all the options right. Like, okay, I'm telling you, there should have been like a throwaway, like not a route, but if you didn't attack him at all during his boss battles, if you gave him the gift during the normal route, and if you like talked to him on the phone and all that other stuff, then you should have been able to like go on a date with him. Just have him follow you around for like hometown for a little bit while Noelle and Susie do their thing. He deserves so much screen time, but I get in universe why he's not part of the group. Well, in my next video, I talk about why he should be. Because it would make sense to have him be a part of the group, I think. Obviously, Susie wants to bring Noelle in because, you know, she cares about Noelle a lot and she's in love and everything. But it's like, Birdly, like, from a in-universe perspective, actually makes more sense than Noelle, you know, because, okay, if you see his stats during his boss battles, he's clearly, like, the strongest member of the fun gang when it comes to playable stats, at least. I know Chris and Ralse are, like, total big posters on how strong they actually are, but, just based off stats, Birdly is kind of insane. So I'm kind of rambling a little bit. It's like he has some king of 0 screen time. It's like he's in some king of... shoot, I had a joke, but I can't remember it. It's pretty sad how they're like, Noelle has to know the truth as well, while Birdly also had the character development, and it got erased. Exactly! Birdly deserves to know. Birdly was also in that dark world with Noelle. Stats-wise, he completely outclasses, like, everyone in the fun gang. And yeah, as I mentioned, like, Chris and Ralse are obviously much stronger than we think, or than we can see when we play as them. Same with Noelle too. But from Susie's perspective, because she's the one who wants to bring Noelle, she should think that Birdly is way stronger and more capable than Noelle, when it comes to Dark Worlds at least. And like, it's not, I talk about this in my video too, but it isn't just a thing of Birdly being the enemy and that's why his stats are so high. Because in Chapter 1, when we fight Susie as an enemy, she still uses her party member stats. So Birdly's like stats where he has 900 HP as a boss fight, that's what he would have as a party member too. So he's a total tank and he does crazy damage too. And I think that like he's also a very proactive kind of person. He likes to solve problems, he likes to take action. I think he would be a really good person to get involved in the fight against the knight. Knowing Toby's unpredictability, knowing Toby's unpredictability, Birdie might play a bigger role. I hope so. I really hope so. If we get Holiday House Dark World, which is a pretty common theory, or even the hospital, then Birdley being, like just Birdley being around would make a lot of sense. Wait, oh my gosh, wait, I just hit something crazy. Aborted Weird Route, if it follows the same progression for Chapter 6 as the normal Weird Route, if we do get Hospital Dark World, Birdley is out cold in the hospital still, isn't he? He's still there, right? Wait, yeah, he is. So, if aborted Weird Route, we get Hospital, then like in the normal route, then Birdley will also be out cold in there, and then he could like, have you seen those theories about defrosted Birdley, like Undying the Undying kind of thing? Because Toby Fox said in a newsletter something about defrosting, I'm pretty sure. So, wait, this might have to be the next theory video. You guys might have just seen me hit my next theory on stream. I think that could actually be, you know, I'm gonna play around with that after stream. I'll write about it, see if there's any good evidence for it, but Avoided Weird Route defrosted Birdley would go so hard. You know the kind of thumbnail and title I could make for that? To make defrosted Birdley actually work in the lore? Holy. Yeah, I might need to write about this. Because I've been pondering on like, what's a video I actually want to make? Like, what's a actually fun idea? So probably that and the Susie video. The psychology would be some nice big projects to work on. Casual route, hospital. Theorist route, holiday manor. Crazy route, ices. Okay. I heard a couple people. Sorry, voice crack. Holy. I was on TikTok and I saw a few people say something about like Icy's pizza as the Dark World, like genuinely. I don't understand what the evidence behind it is. Like is it like something to do with ice and like Noelle or whatever? But I think the two big candidates for the next Dark World are definitely Holiday House or the hospital, because of everything with Rudy. And defrosted Birdley showing up for the aborted route would actually like, I don't know, I'd probably like smash something. I'd be so excited. You're on the holiday manor train. Prefer seeing what stuff would happen. Yeah, that makes sense. And it also makes sense from the perspective of Friend, because Friend has appeared in the holiday house in the light world. If you look at Noelle's blog, then she talks about like encountering Friend on her PC. Which is pretty weird. Like, that's kind of strange, because so far we've only seen Friend in the Dark World, right? Like, we think that he's some kind of darkener or depth entity, right? But to see him show up just like on Noelle's computer has some weird implications. Also the eggs too. The egg also shows up on a computer, and they're clearly related, so yeah, I'm not sure what that's about, but if Friend like lives in her house, then Holiday House Dark World would kind of be perfect for that, for the final Friend boss fight. So the Friend inside me is the perspective of Noelle's computer. Dude, people have been holding on to Friend inside me so hard ever since that goddamn tweet about like Woody or whatever. So many, like, I don't know if you guys remember, just like a week before Chapter 5 dropped, people were genuinely like expecting Friend Inside Me boss, because of the Toy Story 5 release, and also because of that big letterbox hoax. which like turned out to be nothing, but I keep forgetting what I'm saying. So I'll be right back, just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay. I'm like in a total daze right now. Your secret boss prediction for chapter 5 was a flowery reference. Chapter 3 was a flowery reference. Why chapter 3? Oh, because of Toriel, maybe? That could make sense. For chapter 5, my prediction was that the TV would become a darkener, but not like Tenna or anything. I was predicting that because obviously they have like the soul-colored flowers and then the flowery flower in the middle. So, and like with the TV in the corner, I thought for sure it was gonna be an Omega flowery thing, right? Like there's no other way, but. I mean, I guess we got Omega Flowery. Now that I think about it, the hospital Dark World seems unlikely due to the lack of things to turn into the darkness, unlike the Holiday Manor. That's true. That is a fair point. You also have to remember that chapters can have multiple Dark Worlds too, right? Like in chapter 4, we saw more than one Dark World. I mean, they were both in the church, but there was different rooms of the church. So like, what it could be, I think, is maybe most of it takes place in the Holiday Manor, but then like a small section of it, they go to the hospital and make a Dark World, right? Because there wouldn't be a lot to see in that Dark World, but like for like one section of the game, maybe. But isn't it already? Oh, it's not already assembled. Wait. Can't remember where, but I remember a theory that chapter 6 wouldn't have a Dark World. Personally, I think that would be really boring. If chapter 6 doesn't have a Dark World at all, I'm sorry, but that's gonna be really lame. Like, I probably won't enjoy that chapter very much. Because, like, Light World sections are cool from a narrative standpoint. Like, seeing Chris and Susie and Noelle and all those people like interact with each other just in a normal day-to-day, it's a lot of fun, and I like the slice of life aspect of it. But like that can't constitute for an entire chapter, you know. Like I think it has to have battles and stuff, you know, unless they introduce Undertale-style battles again in the normal route or in the Light World. So that would be kind of insane. I low-key forgot how to spell Clover. Wait, Clover's tired. Okay. I think wait, it works in Mother 3, but for a game with Deltarune's release schedule, hell no. Yeah, I think chapter 6 might have more than one Dark World since the hospital is a small area and it could be both the Holiday House and the Dark World. I agree with you on that. I'm gonna hold on to that theory because I think that like defrosted Birdly for a Boarded Weird Route would actually be a really funny idea, but like also like it is kind of a crack theory, but I can genuinely see there being some evidence for that. So I'll definitely play around with that, but that would rely on the fact that there would have to be a hospital Dark World, and there's not enough content in the hospital to make a proper Dark World for a chapter. So Yeah, probably 2 Deltarunes. I apologize if you can hear banging in the background. There's just stuff going on in my house, but oh well. I hope I'm not speaking too fast, because I know I have a tendency to speak really fast and kind of ramble a lot, because you might not notice it as much in like my scripted videos, because you know that's all edited and done behind the scenes and I get to take like multiple recordings, but I know that when I'm just talking casually I kind of ramble a lot, so I hope that's not an issue. Imagine if Undertale released in sections and the True Pass was ending. You have to slow down stream sometimes and it feels so unnatural. What do you mean? Just like how people are talking when it comes to streams? Or, oh my gosh. I hope my stream isn't too hard to follow. You speak very fast and quiet, to be honest. Yeah, that's kind of like me as well. It's good, you can understand what you're saying, though Deltarune music is louder than you, so it's difficult to hear. Yeah, I can turn down... I can't really turn myself up more, but I can turn... Is that good? Is that volume a little bit better? Well, also if it's too quiet I can turn it up, but... I keep feeling like I had stuff to say, but then I also keep forgetting what it was. Now you hear me real good? Okay, that's awesome. That's also something worth knowing before the big stream tomorrow. So I appreciate your guys' like... I mean, one, of course, I just appreciate you guys being here, but also for all the help on like setting up and making sure everything works, because it would be really tragic if I started a stream tomorrow and there was some big issue. Having stuff to say but keep forgetting. Yeah, I don't... Like, I see stuff in chat and then I bring up something about it and then I start rambling and forget what the original point was. Is this time for... Oh no, this is the create the thrasher machine. I thought we'd get to fight Susie again. I don't know about you guys, but I really like the Susie fight in chapter 1, because I like the Susie fight a lot if you go by attacking, because having to like manage which enemy you're fighting, I don't know, I always found that kind of funny. Or, not funny, what am I thinking? Engaging. There we go. I mean, things like ADHD are common nowadays. Even I get something similar. Yeah, that's true. I don't have ADHD diagnosed, but I do. Like, I think I just have a kind of a short attention span, which is super common nowadays. Didn't even color the duck in the Fun Gang's colors. Oh, should I have done that? I low-key don't usually do that. I usually just either make it yellow or keep it completely red, because I don't really care about the thrash machine. I guess I should have done that, shouldn't I? Blue, green, purple, whatever. Okay, we gotta get Star Walker. I remember I was trying to get the egg in during one of my playthroughs, and the amount of times I had to walk back and forth between the room, I think I genuinely walked back and forth like 200 times. I had such bad luck. Okay, Star Walker is good. Do Flame Head and then body and legs with Cyan Head, purple body and green legs. You always take the Sword Head for the Queen fight. What are the actual buffs that they give? Cause I what do I have to do? Oh, it's this one, right? I honestly never really put that much effort into making the Flash machine, so yeah, I don't know. I am the Eggman. Okay, maybe I should stream Sonic Adventure 2 at some point, low-key. Like, I guess I've never talked about Sonic on this channel, but I'm a huge Sonic fan. I 100%ed SA1 and SA2. I own like most of the Adventure Era games on GameCube. Obviously 100%ed Sonic and Shadow Gen. Wait, no, I didn't 100% Sonic Generations. Talk about Sonic more? I totally should, shouldn't I? Right here. Can't remember the other ones. I know the Flame... On one of my playthroughs, I did like the Flame one, which gave me like some fire buff, but I don't know. I'm not really a huge fan of the Giga Queen fight anyways, because it's just too like... I mean, Punch-Out's fun for sure, but... Did I actually mess it up? Oh my god. Okay, here we go. I lost my train of thought and then I forgot what I was doing. Oh, it's right here, I see. Left. Middle. Okay, there we go. SA2 100% is tough. They weren't messing around with some of the A ranks. Genuinely, dude, the what's the level called? Like the pyramid one? I forget exactly the name of the level, but dude, the A rank for that one was a pain because of all of those like keys and stuff too. I hated that. But I would be down to stream like SA2 modded or something. Hate the pyramid level? Yeah, genuinely. Like SA1, 100% isn't bad at all. That one I found pretty easy, but SA2 in comparison was like a total pain. Yeah, the pyramid level, it wasn't Metal Harbor, that one's not too bad. But like, all the Tails and Robotnik levels too are such a pain to A rank, because I also just don't like playing them. You just like the Sonic and Shadow levels, I agree. Knuckles and Rouge are fun sometimes, but not the space ones. Like, trying to A rank those, trying to A rank like all the treasure hunt ones in space is such a pain. Only A rank City Escape. I have a lot of fun on Radical Highway and on Radical Highway and White Jungle too. I don't like Sonic's version of the jungle level because I just find it less interesting, and the music's not as good, but I love the music in the Rouge levels. Yeah, it's all like R&B, right? I really like how every character has their own style of music. Like, Knuckles has rap, Sonic has like 2000s style, like pop punk, which totally fits him. Eggman has like classic rock. Tails music is pretty poppy, I feel like. Eggman's usually classic rock, and then Shadow's all like grungy, which totally matches him. You love the Sonic Generations version of Vengeance is Mine. What did that sound like again? I haven't played Sonic Generations in a long time, but I did 100% Shadow Generations because like Shadow is one of my favorite characters of all time. Dude, discovering Shadow when I was a little kid, like completely like messed with my brain chemistry. Okay, Shadow the Hedgehog and Susie Deltarune and like a bunch of other characters like that just changed how I acted completely in like elementary and middle school. Mostly elementary school, actually. Hello, funny Snowden guy 17. What's up? Yeah, we got Lime Pro in here. Isn't that crazy? We got a fellow YouTuber in the chat. Radical Highway Act 1 from Shadow Generations is amazing. All the levels in Shadow Generation are so good, in my opinion. Genuinely let me know if you want me to, like, stream Sonic games, because I would totally do that. Like, yeah, I have a whole bunch of mods for SA1 and SA2, so I would do, like, modded Sonic Adventure streams, because those games are a lot of fun. Shadow Generations 2 I would stream. Sonic Generations... Sorry, my throat is dry. Sonic Generations is fun, although I don't know if I'd want to stream it, because I probably wouldn't do as well in that game. Same, it's because I tried to be whatever I thought was cool, genuinely. Oh, also, watching Naruto as a kid and seeing Sasuke, oh my god, permanently altered my brain chemistry. That, like, changed my entire personality. You streamed Shadow Generations when it came out. I was so locked into Kingdom Valley that you barely spoke through the entire level. I remember I was trying to learn some, like, speedrun tech for Shadow Gen, but I never never got super into that because it's hard. But, like, spamming the Chaos Spears and everything to maintain momentum, trying to learn that was kind of fun. But I'm not consistent with speedrunning at all. The 3DS version you were referring to. What's the major difference between 3DS and, like, the other versions of Sonic Generations? Is the 3DS one, like, vastly different? Because I know that's the case with some games. VDS has some different levels. Okay. Yeah, no. I was gonna say something about Sonic games, but I'm forgetting again. Oh, wait. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Hey, doesn't this game usually have voice acting? Yeah, I need to turn on Valsays in the thingy. No. Imagine if this game actually had, like, full, like, voiceovers that you could turn on. That'd be kind of crazy. Oh wait, is that Neo? Oh, hey Neo. Sorry, I didn't even read the, I didn't even read the name at first. My bad. What about the super scary Sonic.exe? I used to be so scared of Sonic.exe as a kid. You don't even understand. Like, well, I wasn't, like, scared, but I thought, when I was a kid, I had in my room, like, just all my old retro consoles that I got from my dad and stuff. So, like, I had the original Sega Genesis, like, in my room, hooked up to this old-ass television in my room, also a GameCube and, like, some other stuff. And that was all, like, hooked up right in front of my bed to, like, an old Tenna-style TV, right? So, when I first heard about, Sonic.exe, and, like, there was also a red light, like, my power bar in the corner of the room had, like, a red light. So I have this memory where I was just up at night and I had to use the bathroom, and I kept seeing the red light there peek out from, like, where the consoles were, and I was like, oh my god, it's, like, Sonic.exe. He's, like, he came from the console, he's here. And I knew in my head, like, I knew Sonic.exe wasn't real, like, he couldn't exist, but I was still scared shitless anyways, because, I don't know, I was, like, 8, but, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I need to, wait. Green Hill's the same. You have Casino Park from Sonic 2, Mushroom Hill from Sonic 3, Emerald Coast, Radical Highway. They did bring back Radical Highway for Shadow Generations, which I like. Yes, Sonic.exe gave you your fair share of nightmares. Yeah, like, you could say it even gave you a continued nightmare. I don't know if you guys catch that reference, but... like the Sonic.exe Eggman stage OST. If you guys have seen Sally.exe Continued Nightmare, Eye of 3, never played it, but I would always watch, like, the playthroughs of it, like, from Kostas or all those people who played those games. I used to be obsessed with those. The story change in 3DS is that Sonic gets to the party before everyone except Tails, so none of his friends are there. Oh, so they already got, like, absorbed and everything by the time meter. Oh, and you mentioned Sega Saturn. I don't have a Sega Saturn, which is kind of unlucky. But to be honest, the Sega Saturn games aren't, like, for Sonic, aren't even all that anyways, so I'm not complaining too much. But yeah, GameCube games are where it's at in my opinion. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I know the boost formula is really popular now. Like, that's what Sonic Team is focusing on. But personally, and it might just be nostalgia because, like, I played the Sonic Adventure games when I was really young. But personally, I really like the adventure style formula. Sorry, I'm kind of spaced out right now. No, boost gameplay is a lot of fun, but, like, having the overworld in Sonic Adventure 1 is just adds something to me. And I like 06 is the adventure style is dead. 06 was Adventure 3. Yeah, if they just spent another, like, year on development with 06 and removed all the weird, like, Sonic kissing Elise stuff, it could have been a really good game. But that's unlucky. Spin Dash Spam was really fun, I agree. They kinda, like, nerfed that in SA2, but in Sonic Adventure 1, that was a lot of fun. But I always mod SA2 to have, like, more mechanics like SA1, like Spin Dash Spam. No, cause what I do like is that games like Shadow Generations and Sonic Frontiers, with Sonic Team's new engine, I forgot what they called it. There's some new engine that they made. I think it's just called the Hedgehog engine. Anyways, point is, what it runs off of, it's still boost gameplay. Like, you can still boost, obviously. And, like, that's what the main focus of the game still is, to maintain speed. But there's also, like, a more heavy emphasis on the adventure format. And I hope they stick with this for, like, the rest of the games, to be honest. Because, yeah, like, again, personally, I prefer the adventure format to the boost format, but I also do like boosting. So I think that Shadow Generations was kind of like a perfect balance between those two. Just make at least a hedgehog in the entire game that's fixed. High key. I've been saying it as myself. Like, I think at least the hedgehog would have just made everything fit a lot better. To be honest, you didn't like Frontiers. You need to finish Frontiers. Frontiers isn't all that. Like, I think Shadow Generations fixed what Frontier was trying to do with mixing the boost and adventure formulas. Because it had the open world aspect of it, and it had, like, the, like, how would you say? Like, it had the less slippery feeling that the boost formula games have. And also, like, the way jumping and homing attacks felt in those games was more like the adventure style. But it also had the elements of, like, boosting to remain speed and, like, trying not to break that by avoiding obstacles and whatnot. I'll just let Suzu get killed, honestly. Frontiers does have its fair share of issues, though. Like, I think the combat system in that game was fun, but a little bit boring. Like, it gets super repetitive over time. Through the first arc of the game, like the first island, it's fun, but then after that, especially when the abilities get so overpowered, they all start to kind of feel the same and are pretty lackluster, honestly. Nothing in gaming has reached the hype of the first Supersonic boss, when Undefeatable playing in the background. I was bumping Undefeatable and like the whole Sonic Frontiers OST so hard when that first came out. I mean, I generally really like Sonic OSTs, but yeah, Frontiers, they did a good job. The DLC for Frontiers kind of saved the ending though, because the original one was so bad. Like, the entire ending, like, boss fight of Frontiers being a, like, what do you even call that? Like, Galaga type top-down shooter was so weird. I don't know why they chose to do that. Just make it another Supersonic boss fight. But they did fix it in the DLC, and also gave us playable Tails, Knuckles, and Amy for the first time in like probably like decades now. It must be. So that was cool. But yeah, Supersonic 2, when he gets like the cyber powers, that was pretty hype, although kind of a gimmick, honestly. I think they're trying too hard to do all like the Sonic power scaling kind of stuff, because like Sonic's fine just being Supersonic, you know? Like having him get the cyber powers is cool, but I feel like they're intentionally, in the latest games, like Sonic Frontiers, Shadow Generations as well, I feel like they're intentionally trying to make them like more powerful, you know, like increase the power scale, and I don't really see the point of it. But like Doom power Shadow without any super transformation, and without even Doom wings, being able to take out Metal Overlord makes no sense. Metal Overlord was like, you know, the final boss of Heroes, and it took Supersonic Tails and Knuckles and then the combined efforts of every other party member just to take him down. Meanwhile, in Shadow Generations, base Shadow with some extra Doom power-ups is able to take down Metal Overlord like low diff. It's so weird. And then he takes down like I forgot the name of the final boss in Shadow Gen, but like the final form of Black Doom, Shadow takes down Black Doom without Super Shadow, just with Doom wings, which is like, I get it, it's meant to be kind of equivalent to Super Shadow, but with just Doom wings, he takes down that form of Black Doom, which is, I think, like, I've tried to scale it before and I've looked it up a bunch, but that scales to like Time Eater or like some other crazy strong enemies. I don't mean to yap too much about power scaling, but I wrote this like short document one time just to compile my thoughts about like how I scale Sonic and Shadow after the release of Shadow Generations, because it really, like, it was kind of wacky, actually. It was really weird, and I should maybe make a video on it at some point, like probably just a short form video, because, you know, there's some stuff I think is worth talking about. They need some lore reason to have a super battle when the Chaos Emeralds aren't present, I think you meant. I agree, like, obviously Shadow wasn't going to be getting the Chaos Emeralds, but so yeah, Doomwing kind of fills that gap. But it also adds a weird extra buff to Shadow, because think about, like, there's Sonic, right? There's Supersonic, and then there's his like Cybersonic or Supersonic 2 now, right? Which is like a whole other level of power. So by that logic, and I scaled it, like I tried to logic it out based on the fights we see, Doom Wing Shadow plus Super Shadow, if you did both, should be about the same strength too. It's kind of like a Majin Vegeta type situation in DBZ. Like, you know, when Vegeta gets the Majin power up to go Super Saiyan 2, it's that kind of thing, but with Doom Super Shadow. And then also if he takes off his power limiters, he should be the strongest character in the verse, I think. But they completely forgot about Shadow being able to do that. Also, what I find really funny is that Amy also has Amy has chaos power inhibitors too. I know that was completely like unintentional, but I always find that really funny. The power limiters removed in 06 was super hype, I agree. Wait, I didn't talk to Jevil yet, did I? Yeah, just because I got to Jevil now, or got to the castle, maybe at some point I should try streaming Devil's Buster mod, because that's probably my favorite Deltarune mod. It's the one where, like, if you defeat Jevil under certain conditions, you can start a weird route with Susie. And it also ports Pippins into Chapter 1, so it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. Maybe I'll stream that sometime. Shadow Story in 06 was super hype overall. Mephiles was such a peak villain. I agree. Like, I mean, 06 gameplay wise sucks, but most of the story is pretty cool. And like, wait, do I have all the pieces? Where do I get? Oh, I get it from Sham, right? I keep losing my train of thought today. I don't know what's happening. I think I'm hungry, but I keep having thoughts and then just losing them. Love that Bobby Damon voiced him in Shadow Gen. Yeah, I think it's pretty, what do you call it? Oh, that's what I was gonna say. It's pretty weird that Shadow does encounter Mephiles in white space, because for a while most people thought that 06 was just retconned and like didn't exist anymore, but it confirms that 06 did actually happen and that everyone's memories just got wiped. Got wiped at the end of the game. So Shadow can't remember Mephiles, but it did happen still. And also, like, Shadow goes to the Starfall Islands too, which implies that he goes there sometime in the future. So that's another interesting one that I think they did with white space. Because Sonic Generations didn't have any locations that Sonic would be going to in the future, but it's cool they did that with Shadow Generations. Maybe we'll get like a DLC for Shadow, well, not a DLC, but something Starfall Islands related for Shadow, considering how lore heavy Frontiers is. Like, we could genuinely get Frontiers 2, and then that's why Shadow would be there. Anyways. You took everything from me. I don't even know who you are. Yeah, that line was tough. I'm a big fan of Shadow Generations, and oh, it was so funny because, like, literally, like, 5 months before Shadow Generations released, maybe even less than that. Oh, I forgot to go to Malleus. Sorry. No, like, just a few months before Shadow Gen dropped, and like before they started doing the Year of Shadow, I was having thoughts about, like, man, I really miss when Shadow was lore relevant, and I miss like playable Shadow. Like there should be a game that focuses on Shadow and features him having his own like unique moveset and abilities related to his like chaos abilities, because I played Shadow the Hedgehog 05, and I really liked how like he felt completely different from Sonic, right? Like, sure, it's still a Sonic game. It focuses on like maintaining speed and building momentum by yeah, like avoiding obstacles and stuff, right? And like chaining stuff with enemies, whatever. But it adds a whole new element to the game of him like having weapons and like filling up a bar to use all these different chaos control abilities. That was super like unique, and they never did anything like that again, except for 06 kind of, but that was pretty rudimentary. So like I was literally thinking like, yeah, they should make a new Shadow game where he has his own moveset and is like combat focused and like chaos abilities focused. I think I even thought about like having him like reawaken Doom powers or something, and like 3 months later, because I was thinking like, yeah, but knowing modern Sonic Team, there's no way they're not gonna make a full Shadow playable game. But then 3 months later, my friend sends me on Discord like the link to the trailer for Shadow Gen, and I was like screaming my brains out because I actually predicted it. That was kind of crazy. Here, I'm probably gonna do one Jevil fight because I low-key gotta go pretty soon. I have an appointment. Actually, no, I could beat Jevil in time, but I gotta go in like half an hour or so. So I haven't been reading chat too much. I saw a theory that Shadow Generations levels are points in time that Eggman does not want restored at all. Whole area is surrounded by water. Can't remember the whole theory, but it was by Cherry5 if you want to check it out. That does sound pretty interesting. Like, Eggman like controlled the Time Eater to create a separate space that he'd only have like created a separate white space for spots he didn't want restored or something, like a garbage can kind of thing. Because I guess that makes sense, because Metal Overlord was there, Mephiles was there, Doom was there because Doom pretty much tried to kill Eggman. The only one I guess would be like Bio-Lizard, but I don't really I guess he could probably have reasons for not wanting the Bio-Lizard back. Would also fit with Shadow's themes of being kind of like, Shadow always finds himself in like the B plot, or like the darker underbelly of the plot in a way, so I guess that would make sense for him too. But yeah, I really like what they did with you and Shadow though. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh, okay. I low-key don't have... I have like no healing. Maybe I can beat him with just this items. Yeah, I'm a little bit locked in right now, but no, your Shadow was really good. Just like being my favorite Sonic character and one of my favorite characters in general is pretty. It's really nice to see them like start writing him properly again and kind of go back to his roots in his backstory and everything about like, you know, like his trauma and stuff with Maria, right? Because I completely forgot about that for like a decade. I remember seeing that Sonic Forces also had a Shadow DLC, and it was like the most boring, basic DLC of all time. Absolutely nothing happened in that. It was 3 reused levels with a Shadow model rigged over Sonic, but yeah. Sonic Forces sucked. Hey Raycraft! So nice to see you! Sorry, I'm just... I completely messed that up, sorry. Yeah, I've low-key just been streaming casually, play some Deltarune. And I've been yapping about Sonic for a while now. I know you haven't... Oh wait, Raycraft, you just started Shadow Generations, right? Like the other week. How's that going? Because I was just talking about Shadow Gen. had the fastest egg alive on my For You page recently. I don't know if you don't know, it's a fan-made OST, and it's super funny how Eggman can actually be super fast and outrun Sonic. I know what you mean, because I first thought this when I was a little kid, when I was playing Sonic 2, because also Sonic 3, because on the last level, like when Eggman runs to his mech, he outruns Sonic. It's so weird. I don't know how, like, I don't know how they didn't think about that, because Sonic's whole thing is running, but in the cutscene, he just completely outpaces Sonic. Didn't the writer say it's because when Eggman runs, he's running for his life? But I don't know how that makes a normal human surpass, like, supersonic running speeds. So I just gotta go buy some more, items. Me who finished Shadow Gens before Sonic Gens. Me too, honestly. I'm sorry, I'm kinda dry. Yeah, no. I love Shadow so much, and when I saw that he got his own game finally, and like I said, like when the game, at least from the trailers, looked exactly like my concept I had before, and like seeing, I mean, any Shadow related content, I just have to skip right to that, you know. And if I buy my Amber cards too, it's probably fine. Oh, I should fix the cake too, that's what I should do. He has enough calories to burn. Yeah, that's probably what it is. He just like, he's so like big and rotund that when he like burns all the calories in one like quick burst that lets him run faster than Sonic. Wait. Oh yeah, Raycraft, you said you haven't finished Sonic Gens yet, so you haven't started Shadow. Yeah, I would recommend playing Sonic Generations first. It is a harder game if you're not used to Sonic gameplay, for sure. Like, it really leans heavy into the boost formula, which is not as, what do you call it? Wait, did he not fix it? Wait, am I just, okay, big item. Like, he could see them with energy. Actually, oh, I don't have it. Okay, here, what am I talking about? Just beat the second boss. It's your first Sonic game. Yeah, that's a good choice for a first Sonic game. Like, it's accessible because it's very easy to follow story-wise, and it gives you a good taste of like how modern Sonic games feel with the boost formula. I'll say that the boosting in that game is pretty tricky though. Sorry, do I need to read chat again? Where did you get the Meat Factory gameplay in your Meat Factory video, where the vessel is walking around with Des? That's from the Deltarune SAVE program fan game. That's by Team Shadow Crystal. I did link it in the description, or at least mention it, but I know a lot of people didn't see that actually. But yeah, go check it out. It's a lot of fun. I low-key don't know where the nearest box is, so I'm probably just gonna eat an item. Do I have storage here? I don't. Okay. Okay, sure. Used to grind Sonic Racing as a kid. I never played any of those like Sonic spin-off games really. But yeah, I played classic Sonic when I was a little kid, because that was on my dad's console. And then when I I just fell in love with Sonic, so I started playing the GameCube games too. Yeah, no problem. Nice seeing you. Yeah, no, have you been... Raycraft, how have you been feeling with like Sonic Generations in terms of difficulty? Because I know that like actually I'm not even sure. Like it's an accessible game, but I know it feels really slippery, like even compared to some other boost games. So I don't know if you find it difficult. Because Shadow Generations follows much more closely to the old adventure style format, which is my personal favorite. But it also does incorporate boost mechanics, and I think it's like, since it has all the like shadow special abilities, it does get pretty tricky, but I think Shadow Generations is actually more accessible gameplay wise, which I think is good because it makes it easy for newer fans to get involved with like learning about Shadow and his backstory, and like his proper writing, because every Sonic fan after just like 2010 probably, I say that like I'm not 18 right now and I'm also young, but I have played the OG games, but like most Sonic fans who only play Generations or something don't even know that Shadow has like a deep backstory. So I'm like torn between, if I'm not reading chat, I'm fighting Jevil and trying to think of my own thoughts at the same time. So I'm like a little bit dazed right now, but kind of have been this whole day, honestly. I can't like make sentences. I think I'm just tired. Sorry. Random person says, guys, do you three know each other? Kind of sounds like it. Yeah, I'd say like from different ways. I know Raycraft because yeah, we're friends, and then Lime Crow Plays is also a YouTuber, so go check him out too. Wait, quick plug, I've got a video in the works with Lime Crow Plays too, so you should check that out. I'm excited to release that. Also do have a video that I recorded with Raycraft already, but I just never got around to editing it because it's a pretty long one, and I'm trying to figure out how to make the editing for that work. Like to make it like look good, I guess, because it's different than what I'm used to, but I'll have it out eventually for sure. Lamco Plays, yeah, you make Deltarune stuff. Your content's, if you like my content, you'll probably like Lamco's, honestly, because his videos are pretty similar to mine, I'd say, especially in terms of editing. This video might get us cancelled with our hot takes. I was arguing in the or like in the Discord with some other creators about like which chapters are the best chapters, and people don't seem to agree with our takes, but whatever. I think I still stand by ours. The pretty long one, something Jack and Stein. Oh, God, I forgot what I was doing. Remote Rune was a lot of fun. I think you saw this Rudy Knight video. Wait, Everyman. See that? Look, it's Everyman. Oh my gosh, holy damage, okay. I forgot, do you need to fully kill Jevil? Or does he give up after a certain amount of damage? I haven't fought him in a while, actually. I used to think Rudy was the Roaring Knight. Wait, I need to read that after. Hold on. Oh, god damn it. I used to think Rudy really was the Roaring Knight until the Chris Noel of the Roaring Knight theory. Okay, are you a subscriber of the Chris L Knight theory? Because I don't know about you, but I really don't like Chris L Knight. Oh, I should have probably attacked with Chris instead. Hold on. Oh, dang. Okay. Yeah, I might make a video on it at some point, but I really don't like Chris L Knight. Because oh my gosh, sorry, I'm like focused on so many things at once right now. Oh brother. Rudy Knight is now unlikely, but think of the aura. I don't think it's Rudy. I don't think it's Carol either, though. I don't know, could be Des still, but that's such old news. You say, yeah, it makes so much sense with the Knight trying to be cool and making the same moves as Chris, but does have antlers. Okay, the thing is about Chriselle Knight is that, and I've mentioned this with other Deltarune theorists as well, and they've brought up similar points, but Chriselle Knight sounds cool, but from a narrative standpoint, it doesn't make any sense. Because the whole idea is that Chris and Noelle in the Brood Vow died and like fused together like amalgamate style, right? I've heard a few theories about Amalgamite in general, which it's not like it could be, but I don't think it's Chriselle because like just from a narrative standpoint, I don't understand why the Roaring Knight would be okay. First of all, if Chris and Noelle are both the Knight and they like fused together and died in the lake, one, how are they getting back in time to mess with like the Dark Worlds and everything in the main timeline? And two, like why would they be doing that? It's just kind of like theories are cool and all, right? And it's cool to piece together this evidence, but I think what a lot of people forget when they make theories is that these things have to be like narrative, like based in a narrative as well, right? Like would Toby Fox actually write Chriselle Knight, or would he like the Chris doesn't want people to know. Sorry, I'm like so distracted right now. Like Chris is trying to hide the Knight's identity, you know what I mean? And I just don't see why, like if Chris themselves is the Knight, like Chris clearly knows who the Knight is. So, okay, sorry. I need to, maybe if I do this attack, I'll actually remember what I'm saying. I'm not doing a good job right now of disproving Chriselle Knight, but I have a bunch of counter evidence to it. I just need to find it. Oh my gosh, Susie. This is not going as well as I thought it would. I'm so distracted. Okay, Chris knows who the Knight is, right? That's very obvious. So if the Knight themselves was Chris, actually, like would Chris not be more concerned? And like why would they be working with what do you call it? Like here, I gotta find what Shabunka said about Chriselle Knight, because Shabunka made some good points about anti-Chriselle Knight. I know I kind of sound like I'm just speaking against it with no evidence right now, but there is counter evidence. I just have to I just have to find the evidence for it. Okay, here. Wait, was I here? No. Yeah. Okay, this is the easy one, and then it's the final attack after, which can't kill, so it's not too bad. And we've got more for another buster after. Oh, god damn it. I have to survive this one too. Okay, this one's pretty easy though. And then next turn should be the kill, I think. There we go. Second try, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, back to Chriselle Knight. Sorry, I had to focus there. I think what Chris L. Knight relies on mostly for evidence is that it's piecing together a bunch of like interesting coincidences and interesting like just talking points, I guess, which are cool on their own, but it doesn't really hold up when put into the rest of the actual narrative. Like if you take into consideration like just the context of the rest of the story and like how Toby Fox would want to go about this, it doesn't really hold up, you know? Like I just don't see. Sorry, okay, let me just read chat. But you don't make the same poses as someone you have a connection with. There must be something. Maybe it's because Chris is copying Des or something. The Knight obviously has some kind of connections to the Knight. Here, I'm gonna close off Deltarune for now. I might figure out something else to do for a bit, but here, wait, we can just discuss the Knight for a second, because there was evidence against it. There was evidence against it. YouTube pushes consistency and the polls are very consistent, so that's probably why you see a lot of my posts. I was thinking that I should maybe do more community posts, but I'm like, I don't even know what I would post on my community, you know? Like, I could just be one of the 1,000 guys in the sea that does, like, what's your favorite Deltarune chapter? But I feel like you're already doing that, and a lot of people are already doing that. Okay, wait, I'm trying to remember some stuff about Chris L. Knight. Lime Crow, do you remember what Shabunka and I were talking about? We were on a VC one time, like I think a bunch of us, and we were talking about why Chris L. Knight can't really happen. I just can't remember what my counter evidence was actually. Like there was a strong piece other than the fact that it just seems kind of like too out there, you know, in terms of Toby's writing. I mean, I guess the one point I would make is that, like, when does time travel happen in Deltarune, you know? Like, for Chris L. Knight to happen, okay, one, you would need to, like, they would need to be able to travel back in time in a way that they could actually interact with their past selves, and two, they would also have to be able to travel, like, interdimensionally, too, which just isn't something we really see in Deltarune. I guess you see Gaster get split across time and space, but that's kind of like an entirely different thing, you know? Only time travel we see is from the soul. That's true, but Chris L. Knight doesn't have a soul. Like, I think that's pretty clear, because the only soul existing is us, the player, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, the only time we really see time manipulation in Undertale Deltarune is when we reset timelines, but that doesn't work the same way that Chris L. Knight does it, you know? Like, that's like resetting the timeline and like replaying through it. But let's say Chris and Noelle did die in the lake, and then they like fuse together in the depths and become an amalgamate, and that's the Knight. Like, there's just so many, like, yeah, it sounds cool, but there's so many just weird story things where I feel like it doesn't hold up. Like, why would they be trying to bring about the roaring? Like, if it's Chris and Noelle, wouldn't they not want to do that? Like, even if we follow the Weird Vow one, like, there isn't really any motivation for opening dark fountains or causing the roaring the same way like Carol or Rudy would, or even Des would, maybe. And then, like, going back in time to be able to see themselves in the past. Like, why would Chris and Noelle go back in time to try and end the entire world and like kill their past selves? You said, what I thought of was going back to fix a mistake. I think in B-side chapter 7 there'll be more content. Plus maybe they don't know who the knight is, but I think they didn't fuse in the lake. They told us go or something. Anyways, I'm bashing Chris L. Knight pretty hard, but I think a lot of people have some pretty strong feelings against it, and I consider myself one of those people, because that theory is cool and all, but that's all there really is to it. Like, it just relies on I call it aura slop, as well as a few other theories, because it kind of just relies on like cool coincidences and like aura hype moments than it really making sense in terms of what the knight wants to do and like how they would even do it. You know what I mean? And I don't think that really matches Toby's writing either. I think they didn't fuse in the lake, at least not yet. I think they'll discover something. I mean, you've seen my meat factory theory. That's kind of like, that's most of what I get at in that theory, where it's like, I feel like everything outside of hometown where they're not supposed to go is the depths, right? Like the bunker, the lake, outside of the caution tape, those are all lead to the depths, I feel like. So I think Noelle and Chris did definitely end up there, and if they died, they're in the depths or like get separated from the soul, because I think it's pretty clear the soul is like kind of getting separated from them in a way. Then it makes sense to have playable vessel for chapter 7. Frost says, it's a cool idea, but I don't think that's where the story is going. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, I just can't picture a chapter 7 where it's like they unmask the knight and then it's Chris and Noelle, right? And they decided to go back in time to try and end the world for some reason, which would also kill them too, so I don't understand. Unless there's some weird like Gaster connection there, but it's like, that's just mostly fan fiction at that point than actual evidence. I guess like the only real good evidence in that video I remember was that like how Chris like it's how Chris checks the Roaring Knight and can't learn anything about it because like supposedly the knight is them and Noelle, and Chris already knows about them both, so like that's why Chris can't learn about the knight. But I feel like all these connections to Chris having the same poses as the knight and like the knight also having antlers isn't like could be seen as evidence for Chris L. Knight, but isn't exclusive. Like that could also very well be explained as like if we were to believe Death Knight or something, Chris obviously takes after Des a lot, so as I think you mentioned earlier, like Chris could just be imitating Des's old mannerisms, and obviously Des has antlers. Or it could be, I don't know if you've seen that new Echo Knight theory that came out, which says that the knight isn't Des, but like some warped version of her, or like her like Des's lost dreams, the same way that shadow crystals are lost dreams, like Des's lost dreams when she died turned into the knight, or like some other entity like that, and that could be why she has antlers. So it's just those kinds of things where it's like, and I'm not immune to this, obviously. Like my theories too definitely have holes here and there, and like there's stuff you can say, well, this could be something completely different, but it's just worth noting that, yeah, like sometimes evidence can also just be like explained in a way simpler way, right? And like should also pertain to the story still. Them checking and not being able to learn anything is for sure because they already know. Yeah, like Chris obviously knows who the knight is. I think what it's trying to say isn't that the knight is Chris. I think it just means Chris knows who the knight is, which is pretty clear already. And it works with the knight. Raycraft also says it would come out of nowhere. All the foreshadowing would have been red herrings. That is another good point. that um crack theories are funny, but you also have to remember that we're so far into the game now that Toby Fox has set up a lot of foreshadowing and stuff to suggest against certain theories, like Chris L. Knight maybe. I'd like to get your opinion on Chris loses their hand theory. I mean, I think it kind of should happen at this point. Obviously, with the new dialogue, with the Chapter 5 patch, Chris gets the cat bite on their hand, which is, I think, a pretty clear reference to them, gonna lose their hand. And with the whole, looking through the glass and, Chris couldn't see their hand, and even Gerson says that the knight, or, not the knight, the protagonist, whoever, loses their hand too. So I feel like it's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen in the traditional way, the obvious way, where it's just, oh, Chris gets their hand chopped off by the knight. But I think it's gonna be some kind of play on words or something. Chris is gonna lose their hand, but the hand is gonna mean something else, or something's gonna happen to their hand, right? Because I don't know, I just think that them losing a limb like that would be kind of strange for Toby writing. Well, it could happen. That would require the player knowing what the shadow crystals are, even though the secret bosses are optional. Oh wait, what do you mean? About which part? I got a message. I do gotta end stream pretty soon, but so I gotta check when my bus has an appointment. For the part about the knight being an echo, that's true. Yeah, actually, secret bosses are, although it could be one of those things where it's you need to do those bosses to understand the full story, which could kind of make sense. So I don't know. I pointed out on that person's video, I commented asking because there's some issues with Echo Knight too, where it's if the knight isn't a lightner but is an echo in the same way, the theory is that the knight is basically a darkener, the same kind of way Ralsei is, where the theory is that the knight is kind of like Ralsei, where they know about the light world and are kind of meta aware but are still a darkener. But also the shadow crystals do show up in the light world too when they become glass shards, but that also means they have less power, the same way the flowers do. So I'm rambling right now. I'm just talking in circles. My point was that if the knight is a shadow crystal, how did they kidnap Asgore and Undyne and bring them into the shelter? The knight has to be a lightner of some kind to do that. Even if, because another argument was in that theory, it was the knight's kind of like the flowers, where they are brought more to life in the dark world, and they're some kind of in-between state between lighteners and darkeners. The same way shadow crystals kinds of are, because they exist in the dark world but kind of lose power in the light world. But yeah, why would Des's dreams, how would they be able to physically kidnap Asgore and Undyne? And also, why would they do that? Why would they want to end the world? Yeah, I don't know. I should probably end stream pretty soon, but this is pretty fun. I'm really enjoying just being here with you guys, chatting with my fans. It's been so good. It's been so good, just doing this. It's pretty chill, and it's good to interact with you guys, actually. I do have a Discord server. I just don't, I never advertise it, and it's I don't really know what to do about it, because yeah, alright, see you, random person. It's nice chatting with you. Didn't mean to bash your dreams on Chris L. Knight too hard, but just something to think about. I do have a Discord server, but I never advertised it or like promoted it. Oh, hey Shabunka. Yeah, I'm just ending right now actually, but I was just saying that I have a Discord server that I never advertised or promoted because I realized I didn't actually want to like run or moderate a Discord server. So right now it's just like 10 fans that kind of chat casually. So if you do want to be a part of that, I can put the link back up on my channel. But like, are you interested in that? But I don't know. It's whatever you guys think. Because I don't really like, I don't want to have a big server where people are I don't know, like doing stuff. Anyways, I found it. Wait, you did? How did you find it? It's off of my channel page now. What? You joined here. I'll send a okay, I'll put the link back up on my channel right now then. The old one might have been expired too, honestly. So wait, are you sodium potassium alloy? It's a good name. Here, wait, let's get a little invite link going. Edit invite link. Expire, never, no limit. Yeah, sure. Okay. The link should be going up in like a second here. That's it. Okay, it's published now, so you should be able to find it. Yeah, I might start being more active in that server, especially since I'll be streaming now, and like doing more casual stuff. So we'll I'll look into that, but I definitely don't plan on doing like big Discord, like having like 100+ members or anything like that. Have you interacted with Shabunka? How do people just know each other? That's kind of crazy. Glad to see me streaming. Yeah, I mean, tomorrow 12 p.m. PST, doing a Blocktail stream with Pongo City and MS Paint Ralsei, guys. So be sure to tune into that. I did a Blocktails video before, so I don't know if you guys saw that one, but if you do like Blocktails, tune into that. Wait, nice sounding keyboard. Yeah, wait, hold up. Let's just go on monkey type really quick. Wait, I'm low-key I'm just doing the most like random stuff of all time. Oh, why is it cropped? Oh, I see why it's cropped. Oh, wait, can you guys see what's happening on my stream right now? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. I glitched something out on OBS. Okay, I'm probably gonna end then. Okay. Good night, guys. Not good night. What am I talking about? I'm used to Discord calls. Okay, see you guys. Nice seeing you. Tune in tomorrow at around the same time for Blocktails and Pongo City and MS Paint Mouse. See ya.